So I'm thinking Wood Elf. It would be interesting to see basically, they're very steeped in nature, by history, right? And it'd be interesting to see if Arcanist delves into like a bastardization of that. So like a perversion perhaps of nature could be like a storyline sort of thing there. You have improved and Rainbow is rusty. It was fun. I woke up and immediately had to drive to our lake house for a party. Oh, what kind of party? Um, okay, so we'll start with that. And then we'll go to class. We're going to pick Arcanist, but let's see what it says. Channel the Eldritch power of Apocrypha as an Arcanist. These scholarly spellcasters channel secret runes and abyssal spells to destroy their enemies, heal their allies, and defend against any foes. I mean, that sounds like that would be kind of neat to have tromping around in like Grotwood, um, as like a secret sect, right? If they're a wood elf, they're probably accustomed to a lot of hunting and physical fitness, so we'll lean more towards muscular. Um, and yeah, about here in the triangle, I think. Height, let's give them that. We don't have a whole lot of options for skin color here. We'll just pick something. Body markings, we'll see what those yield. It's kind of hard to tell, actually. So I'm clicking through. We have some scarification. I haven't made a character in this game in a long time. Most of these are going to be hidden with the... Actually, I could turn off the gear and then see. Okay, so let's start at the top and see what that looks like. Enjoy your lurk. Mama got a game. Thanks for playing last night. Okay. Where is... That's just no markings, I guess? Either that or it's hidden by the hair. Ah, the travails of creating a character. I saw some darker markings that I think could work. Actually, that looks kind of neat too. The ritual scarification looks like the deliberate markings there. Battle wounds are obviously going to be available. Well, that's kind of neat looking too, actually. We might go with that one, just because that looks kind of wicked. It's entirely possible once I get in game, I'll equip like different body markings anyway. But what in the swimsuit wearing tarnation did I come into? Amlove, hello. We're making a new character in Elder Scrolls Online. They just had the new expansion, new expansion come out last week. So we're making an Arcanist, a Wood Elf Arcanist, and right now she's naked. Don't worry, she's gonna put clothes on. I will say though, as a Wood Elf, that's some very fancy underwear. Not something I would expect to see in a Wood Elf, but I don't know. Maybe they have Apocrypha's secret. Maybe I should use these 2 weeks just play Elder Scrolls. Love, I would love to see you in Elder Scrolls. I haven't seen you there in ages. I feel like last time I saw you there, you were committing crimes and running away from the guards. Okay, so torso size we'll keep there. Chest size, we can increase the boobage, basically. Waist size. Okay. So it's a wood elf, so I'm thinking of leaning more towards like, probably a body type that's going to be well or tell the story of like basically lots of hunting and survivalism. So that said, she's going to be an Arcanist, so maybe she does a little more spell slinging than her compatriots. Posterior dimensions. What? It's the butt. Start with no butt, and then see how much donkification we can get. Okay. Well, she's going to be doing a lot of running, right? So she's got to have some butt, right? You can't be a wood elf and not do squats, you know? And foot size. Great.
Amlove1113 says, time out. Go stand
Oh
in
my
a
god.
corner for 5
Streamloots
seconds.
still exists. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was not prepared. Blasphemy. Wow. That's for blasphemy? How was I blaspheming? Okay, so we've got 3 different types of 3 different tiers for face types. So there's heroic, soft, and angular. That's softest, most heroic, and angular. I'm gonna say about here. You're running from the guards? You were. Were you not running from the guards? Oh, you know what's fun is making a character when you apparently have the sound off. And then trying to listen to the voice acting. That's smart, right? Hybrid, hello. Congrats on your spoons. I'm so glad you've cobbled together some cutlery, or spoonery. Oh shit. 36 months, that, by my calculations, that is 3 years. Lynn Jones, thank you for your sub. How you doing, man? The siblings of Sass are here. Early. Uh-oh. Jonathan lost all of his spoons. Jake, hello, how you doing? Am love, bye-bye. Enjoy your lurk. Our 6-year-old told Egret to get high. Like, on a ladder, I presume? How are you doing? Wife who is chopping the kid's hair off. Oh, I need a haircut bad. I need a haircut bad. In case you couldn't tell. Think I should start making the 2-year subscriber list? Yeah, we got a couple people in 3-year now. Okay, that's voice A. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I think I like voice B already. Is she not your first choice for barber? This is last night and you're going to take a gun earlier. Oh man, he's so close to God and he says no swearing off. Don't forget to pray to God tomorrow. Nice. 8 people in the 2-year club. Holy crap. That is awesome. Kind of leaning towards B still. Okay. Okay, so it's between voice B and voice H. So that was voice H. Let's do voice B again. I think that laugh right there is enough for me. Can't wait till that kiddo's old enough to go to church. Y'all might forget by then that that's the code you have for it. So voice B... Or voice a H. It's really up and down, isn't it? So this is going to be a wood elf that is an Arcanist. So like basically kind of Cthulhu-ish spells, right? Why does she have bug eyes? That's kind of a trait of elves, and I think specifically wood elves have larger eyes. Egress' body is a temple. They go to the church. Egress the heathen. She's not here to... You say H? Okay. Okay. Alright, cool. Makes you feel better. I have trouble committing in a game. No worries. No worries. I understand. Really, I've played MMOs for so long, I realize that it's not everyone's cup of tea, you know? Even if they want to, life just happens, you know? Especially as we get older and we typically fall into different milestones, you know? Some of us get married, some of us move away, some of us go through career changes, some of us have kids. And MMOs can be, some more than others, a big investment of time. One of the reasons I've played this game for so long is that you really don't need to invest a lot of time into it. And even like the end game raids and all, they don't even take a whole lot of time. So anyway, I stopped trying to sell MMORPGs to people a while back. Alright, this is our character. Sirdan Kalos. We'll play the intro. Okay.
You're awake. Oh, thank the stars.
Gotta figure out what add-on this is. Ooh. Okay. Move around.
There you are. On your feet. I know magical translocation can really upset the stomach. Just take a moment and get your bearings, all right?
Where am I?
The Isle of Bolfiera, home of Clan Berini. I apologize for the cramped accommodations. We pride ourselves on courtesy, but circumstances here have taken a turn for the bizarre. I needed to make sure you weren't a danger to yourself or others.
Can you let me out?
You might not be so eager to escape once you hear what's going on. You arrive via a portal, along with a deitric beast called Shayazel. It seized control of our golems and unleashed them on the island. If I free you, will you help me stop Shayazel?
Yes. Set me free and I'll help.
Wise choice. Just give me a moment. There. That should unlock the door. When you're ready, follow me. There you are. Free as a spring cricket. I hope you intend to keep your word. We'll need each other out there. Of that I'm certain. The name's Norianwe, by the way, of Clan Berini. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Where are we headed?
We're bound for a place called the Key Rights Gallery. But first, I need to know you can defend yourself. Hurtling through the Orbis and falling flat on your ear left you a bit scattered. Find a weapon, and we'll work out the cobwebs. There.
Tater, are you still here? I feel like I've asked this before. But again, my memory. Where are you at with Elder Scrolls Online? Sure, but I have some questions.
Of course. I can't promise total transparency, but I'll be as forthcoming as I can.
You mentioned a Key Rights Gallery. What is that place?
The Keyrites Gallery is an ancient substructure of Balfiera Island, built long before my clan arrived.
Why is it called that?
On account of all the doors. The gallery's full of ancient gates, each with some arcane connection to places in Tamriel and beyond. Once the gates came to life, rifts opened. You fell out of one of them. The Daedra, Shayazel, emerged from another.
So either this is going to give me an opportunity for which, basically, intro quests I start with, and which zone. And like I said, they add new ones as they add expansions. Or I imagined all that. The one of the two. How'd you escape?
I cast an incantation of the steed, snatched you up, and fled as fast as my feet would carry me. I heard the Daedra cursing, followed by some kind of explosion, but I didn't look back. I hope the gallery is still standing.
What are you doing here?
Nothing irresponsible, if that's what you're asking. I'm a member of Clan Durrani's intelligence guild, the Cinderell. More scholar than spy, I assure you. I was conducting some research in the gallery, then pop! You and that monster arrived.
This has no relation to anything that's going on right now, but I just found out yesterday, in watching Netflix, that Dune, you know, the old movie, cult classic, is now available on Netflix. So if you have Netflix and you wanted to revisit that or visit that for the first time, it's on there. Why were you studying this place?
The gallery's always been a place of special interest for the guild, but we never quite cracked how it worked. Despite the dangers, this is our greatest breakthrough to date. The guild master will be ecstatic, provided we get it under control.
He says something about golems. What's going on there exactly?
Would it frustrate you to hear that I have no idea? We Durrani are cautious by nature, so the Isle of Balfiera has many defenses. Magical stone guardians protect many of our sacred sites, but somehow this Daedra found a way to turn them against us.
Can you describe the Daedra, Shayazel?
Ugh, do I have to? If I recall my studies correctly, I'd say it's a harvester. A huge serpentine creature that feeds on souls and magicka. If it finds a way to consume the energies of the gallery, we will be in very serious trouble. Larger weapons like staves and great axes will take both hands to use. You can pair smaller weapons with a shield, or another weapon of that size. The choice is yours.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and equip these.
Yes, I think that one suits you. If you change your mind, feel free to take any other weapon you want. Now, let's find a spot to practice.
Wonder if I'll get any of my daily endeavors done during this.
This is as good a place as any. Now, prepare yourself while I conjure up a dance partner. Let's begin. Quickly now, strike the construct. Well done! Hit it again! Impressive! Attack! Brilliant! Now do it again! Ready yourself. Quick! Strike while it's off balance. That's the way. Well done. Keep up the defense. Strike hard, now. You're unnatural. Protect yourself. Use your heaviest attack. Now some foes will try to restrain you. Quickly, break free. Ha! You're unstoppable. Again, you broke loose. You ready to You're every bit the warrior I thought you'd be.
I'm glad that they emphasize the break free stuff more with interrupts and all, because that's something that's very important in dungeons
Swiftly now. Interrupt it.
that
That was quite a blow.
Not everyone learns.
Again, hold its attack.
Interrupts are huge.
When your enemy prepares an attack, strike. Interrupting their attack will set them off balance. Good, now destroy it. Well done. Come speak with me for a moment.
Oh, I forgot about level up rewards. That's a thing. That's a thing now. Okay, we're not going to spend any points yet. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I can always reset.
The Daedra doesn't stand a chance. Yes, I'd say we're ready to set out.
Where are we headed now?
To reach the Keyride's gallery, we have to make it out of this ruin and across a wide field full of the golems I mentioned. With any luck, we'll be able to slip past them. But I'm not all that lucky, so I'm sorry in advance.
Alright, we'll head there next. What can we expect to encounter in the gallery?
Well, it begins with a door, the first of many. The only way to access the gallery is through a mysterious gateway. Once we pass through that initial door, we'll step into a huge vault. This is the part that worries me most.
Why does it worry you?
I believe Shiazel, the Daedric creature that's causing all this mischief, may have nested itself in there. So be prepared to fight.
Will dealing with Shiazel pacify the golems?
I can't say anything with certainty, but ridding the world of an otherworldly abomination can't hurt, right? Its influence might linger for a time, but the golems should return to normal before too long. Hopefully.
Let's go. Figure that out some other time.
One of the stray golems. We might want to sneak past it.
But I want that backpack. Oh. Most of the things I'm going to find are going to be like crafting materials, but since I pay for Elder Scrolls Online Plus, it's all shared across my account anyway, so not really that important. But I can pick up some crafting recipes that, you know, I don't have to buy later.
Let's hurry.
Free armor? I gotta take that. That looks like maybe our boss for this up there. Or mini boss. Alright. Equip new stuff. Armor. We're good. We're just gonna go with the highest armor values. Okay.
Right. The entrance to the Keyride's gallery should be east of here. Let's set out.
Very optimistic music. So we'll get medium armor skill gain because we're wearing medium armor during combat. Same thing with sword and shield. We have that equipped, so that's going to level up. Let's set auto loot on. Gameplay. Prevent attacking innocents is off by default. That's interesting. Auto loot. There we go. It's not glowing yellow, so there's no loot for us there. Wait. Oh, it's another player. I didn't think I was going to run into another player here. I thought I was going to be instanced. Just hanging out by the water.
The Keyrites gallery is in here. Let's head inside.
Gotta take everything. Man, they give you so much armor. Suckers. I don't think any of these are going to be an improvement, but we can break them down later. Actually, that is. So are those. Okay, so I got the heavy armor skill line because I've got 3 pieces of heavy armor equipped. So that'll level up as well. If I were to put light armor on, 3 pieces will unlock that skill line. So the optimal thing to do basically at this point is to have it, once you unlock those 3 light, medium, and heavy armor skill lines, equip at least 1 of each level. That way they'll all level simultaneously as you're running around fighting. Make sure we got some iron greaves on. Homespun, that's light. Rawhide, that's medium. Okay, so we're good to go. All my armor skill lines are going to level up as I run around and do stuff.
Jeff's bones. The surge of magicka created by the portals you came through. It must have cracked this sky shard. Without a functioning sky shard, this gate remains locked, and there's no way for us to proceed. Damn!
There's any way to fix it?
Unless you have a set of enchanting tools and a working knowledge of meteoric empowerment theory, no, there's nothing for it. We need to find a replacement.
Igor just got Snarf from Thundercats and Meowth from Pokemon Confused. They don't even look the same. Snarf is, what, red, yellow, and white, right? I used to have this, like, little Snarf that slid down on a straw, so while you're, drinking, you have a little Snarf attached to it. One of my favorite things I had as a kid. Where can we find a replacement Sky Shard?
I saw one in a vault just south of here a few days ago, but it was flanked by one of the island's more powerful golems. Normally, I'd say we should search for another option, but given the circumstances, I think we have to risk it.
Alright, let's find this Sky Shard. Can I ask something before we set out?
Of course. Let's not tarry too long, though.
What are Sky Shards exactly?
Giant clusters of meteoric glass. They fall from Aetherius, charged with raw and very potent magicka. Mages use Sky Shards in all kinds of rituals and experiments. We Dureni use them as a power source.
What kind of golem did you see near the Sky Shard?
It's a monstrous sentinel called a gargoyle. I've never seen one fight, but by all accounts, they are far more powerful than the golems we faced thus far.
Do not meet the requirements. Oops, I was just trying to open the door. My bad. A resto staff, that's interesting. It's gonna do shit damage, but they let you build up restoration staff early on.
All right. Do you see that vault to the south? The sky shard is there.
I was gonna say, how's it gonna let me take all this stuff?
There it is, the sky shard.
Okay, so we're gonna do... we're gonna... use something. Oh, you can't use the collectible in that zone. You can't break stuff down. Oh man, I was gonna sell this stuff with my NPC that I bought from the shop. And it won't let you. Next time you play Tears of the Kingdom, you need to fuse a wing to your shield. And figure out why I say that. I'm gonna need you to remind me. Okay, so... we'll trash stuff. Bow, pick up an Inferno staff, and Ice staff. We're going to use an Inferno staff. We'll start leveling that.
Move. No.
It does work on your endeavors. Let's get our first Sky Shard.
What? Did you just absorb the energy of that shard? Incredible. Not quite what I intended, but we can work with this. Let's head back to the gate.
Okay. We'll free up some space real quick. I was putting a little too much faith in being able to use my NPC allies to get crafting experience, basically, by breaking these down. Okay, so we unlocked that skill line. Let's move to Ice Staff. New reward. Daily reward. Oh, perfect. This is useless on any other character, but we'll eat that for a stat boost for 2 hours. It's actually useful on this character. Right now. So with the weapons, you just have to, like, attack something. And once you defeat it, you'll get the weapon skill line, or you should get the weapon skill line. Maybe needs a little more than a mud crab. Ice staves are more popular with tanks than anything else. For crowd control. We'll unlock it. Who knows? Who knows what I do with this character?
You did it! With A, speak for a moment. It'll respond to the power you absorbed and unlock the gate.
Sorry, I was a little too quick, Norianwe.
I'm afraid we've reached the really scary bit. The Daedric creature responsible for all these portals waits just beyond that gate. If you have any other preparations to make them now.
Give any advice on how to slay this thing?
Again, I'm just a scholar, but I'd encourage you to remember what we practiced before. Keep moving, strike true, and exploit any opening the creature gives you. There it is! Send it back to oblivion!
So with the red embellishment around the enemy, that is an ability that can't be interrupted. You just have to dodge it. With yellow, like this, you can bash them to interrupt. So that's uninterruptible. Just dodge for a while of the way. Wait for the yellow. There we go. And I was too slow. Do another one, I wasn't ready.
You cannot kill what cannot die. Near
You did it! Hopefully the gallery wasn't too badly damaged. Follow me!
Did we get the, yeah, destruction staff. Okay, so we got that skill up. I don't know what else we're gonna fight, so I guess let's... Oh, did I not? I did pick up restoration staff, okay. Just get these skill lines unlocked for now.
Look at the central column. I had no idea it was concealing something like this. Let's get a closer look.
Oh, also check bookshelves, because you can get skill gains. Super helpful. Wasn't lucky. Yeah, okay, here's the room. You pick where you want to start off.
This is the Keyrights Gallery, but not as I remember it.
So these are all the different, like,
Now I see why we
let's
never
get a glimpse at,
managed
like,
to
the
unlock the gate.
expansions and different
That
chapters
power
of Elder
comes from
Scrolls
this
Online
arcane
over the years.
Amazing. With the helix exposed, these gates can finally reopen. Perhaps not all of them at first, but enough to reach most of Tamriel. The question for you, I suppose, is where to first? Can you believe this? Just look around. With this arcane helix exposed, the chamber is positively crackling with magic. The Keyrights Gallery has come to life, and I finally think I know why.
What do you mean? Why'd it come to life?
Because of you. Matters in Tamriel are bleak. War rages in Cyrodiil. Daedric princes conspire. Dragons ride the winds of elsewhere. The Second Era needs a savior. I believe the gallery, perhaps even the Adamantine Tower itself, chose you.
What do you think I should do next?
The Keyrights Gallery opened doors to every corner of Tamriel. Places I suspect that desperately need a hero's aid. This choice is yours to make, but wherever you choose to go, I'm sure adventure awaits. May the stars protect you.
So this will unlock the skill line of Soul Magic. Soul Magic is only progressed as you progress with the primary storyline.
So, have you chosen where to go? What region of the world strikes your fancy? Not everyone gets to pass instantly from one side of Tamriel to another, you know. This is quite a gift.
Any thoughts on where I should go?
It is a bit overwhelming, isn't it? The whole of Tamriel is stretched out before you. We could start with the political considerations. 3 great alliances vie for control of Cyrodiil. Does the fate of the Pact, Covenant, or Dominion interest you?
No, I'd like to travel outside the borders of the 3 alliances.
I don't blame you. Interprovincial intrigue is the basis of my whole profession, and even I find it tiresome after a while. I suppose that widens the map a bit.
Where else could I find adventure?
Well, as I said before, threats to Tamriel have grown like weeds practically everywhere. Would you prefer to spend time among my elven kin, the Khajiit of elsewhere, or men of the north and south?
Elven kin, where can I visit the elves?
If you take the gate to Vardenfell, you can meet the Dark Elves, and maybe even the God King, Vivek. You could also travel south to Somerset Isle, our ancestral home and the primary seat of power for the High Elves.
Okay, so those are the Morrowind and the Somerset expansions, respectively.
So, have you chosen where to go?
Let's see what else she tells
I
us.
don't blame you. Well, as I
Elsewhere is going to be elsewhere.
The land of the catfolk is in sorry shape. Imperial holdouts sit upon the throne, and a rage of dragons spilled out of the halls of Colossus, burning everything in their path. If it's adventure you seek, you'll find it there. Certainly. One of these gates appear to go to Western Skyrim, a mythical kingdom of North.
That's going to
led
be
by King
Skyrim.
Skyrim. The other leads to Blackwood,
And
at the southern
Blackwood.
tip of Cyrodiil, Imperial Remnant. So, have you chosen where to go? It is a bit excellent. You can visit Stros Makai and Daggerfall.
And those are just the
Covenant
main 3,
territory,
okay.
An island called Canarthi's Root.
So that's Telvanni Peninsula. Arthy's Roost. Stros Makai. Bleak Rock. Vardenfell. Oh, that was I didn't notice that the music changes as you get closer to the doors. Pretty cool, actually.
This door leads to the Telvanni Peninsula in eastern Morrowind. The wizards of House Telvanni are known for secrecy and intrigue. But a shadow looms over all of them. A shadow filled with emerald eyes. Be cautious, adventurer.
Oh, now I want to see what she says about every one of them.
That's Canarthi's Roost, a Khajiiti isle with emerging ties to the Aldmeri Dominion. Sea elves have been flexing their muscles in that part of the Topal Bay. Competing interests could lead to bloodshed. Someone like you could set things right.
I was hoping we would be able to play as sea elves by now.
Stros Makai. It's a fascinating island with rich dwarven and Red Guard history. Alas, it's been largely overrun by pirates. If the gallery elected to open a portal to the island, something extraordinary must be occurring there. So, ready to set out. It appears this one leads to Bleak Rock, a frigid Nord holding, north of Eastmarch. For this gate to choose such a remote location, something important must be taking place there. The gallery is beckoning you to face it. Ready to brave the cold? This portal leads to Vardenfell. Fascinating, given that the Dark Elves only recently opened it to outsiders. Our spies indicate there might be something wrong with the Dunmer's God King, Vivek. Anything capable of that is a threat to everyone. This door leads to High Isle in the Sisters Archipelago. Our spies believe leaders of the Great Alliances will gather there for a peace summit. But this will draw conspirators. They could plunge Tamriel into deeper chaos. Unless you stop them. Western Skyrim, a cold place inhabited by colder people. They may disagree, but those Nords need fresh perspective. A group of vampires have mounted a shadow invasion. I hesitate to think on what they're planning. If anyone can stop them, it's you. Somerset Isle, the ancestral home of all elves. Fair warning, our cousins in the Aldmeri Dominion can be a prickly bunch. But our spies indicate something is amiss at the Crystal Tower. They need an outsider's perspective. Someone like you. This portal leads to elsewhere. The home of the catfolk is well worth visiting, especially in light of recent events. Reports indicate that dragons re-emerged there. Dragons? Hard to believe, but it's true. The Khajiit could definitely use your help. Seems this portal leads to Blackwood, on the southern border of Cyrodiil. I read an intelligence report about a series of high-profile murders with links to the region. Daedric mischief, too. A warrior like you could do some real good there.
I really like the way that this intro campaign is now set up. The first one was okay at the beginning of the game, at launch and all, but this is very cool. I like the way it's framed here.
This door leads to...
Why does a Telvanni do anything? Ambition, power, greed.
I've heard they formerly used the island to house the mentally unstable and magically insane.
Some, most likely fanciful sources, say the entire geography of this place is made from the ashes of the ancient Dunmer.
I've never turned away the families of the dead before. If the rumors about illness are true...
To a Telvanni master such as myself, everyone is a spy and a threat.
In a place like this, you don't always need reason for betrayal.
Every secret and all knowledge finds its way to Apocrypha in time.
I see all that is, was, and will ever be.
In desperation, all things consume one another.
Nice. Do I have stick drift on my Switch? The first Switch I did, yes. This one I've mostly been playing on stream. I mean, I've mostly been playing with controller, so I've mostly been playing with it docked. So far I have not experienced it with this new one. But I mean, this is a new Switch. The Tears of the Kingdom edition. You did what?
Fate has noticed your talent for altering destiny. Reality hangs in the balance, as does the future of Apocrypha and Nirn. Hence I bring a message from Hermaeus Mora, the one who knows. Mora offers you a purpose, an aspiration dark and heavy.
They're using carbon resistor and wiper at the stock. Use magnets. Huh. We just got a pro controller for my wife, and it's already got stick drift. This looks like that would not help with that, unfortunately. But that's good. That's awesome. It's crazy how it just was such a persistent problem with the Nintendo Switch from launch. Purpose? What purpose?
We are bound together by a common danger. Enemies of Hermaeus Mora threaten his realm of oblivion, and in so doing pose a threat to the mortal world as well. Therefore Mora sent me to meet you here, and secure your cooperation.
What sort of cooperation?
Only a mortal proxy can deal with the threat and save both Apocrypha and Nirn. The fates of both realms are linked, and you are the key to preserving reality. Without you, everything unravels. Help avert this disaster, and Mora will reward you.
Alright, where do I start?
The one who knows instructed me to give you this. A condensate of planar potentialities. You will not understand. It is ink. Take it to the Redrith cistern, a ruin near the city. Pour the ink into the water, and your path will be made clear.
Tell me more about Hermaeus Mora.
Have you never heard of the Daedric Prince of Forbidden Knowledge? The Lord of Fate? The riddle unsolvable? Hermaeus Mora knows everything. He is the wisest of the Daedra. Every secret and all knowledge finds its way to Apocrypha in time.
What's Apocrypha?
I am astonished how little the mortals of our tiny world comprehend. Apocrypha is the realm of Hermaeus Mora, his home and seat of power. One of the countless realms that drift through oblivion. Please, do not ask me.
Let's see. What do you know about these enemies that threaten Apocrypha?
They seem to be
This will make a
sons
great
of
VOD,
Daedric
I'm sure.
princes, rivals to the one who knows. The threads of fate that converge in this region should reveal more. That is the hope, at least. And we are not dealing with just simple cultists. There are others.
What others?
Someone sent the Dusksaber Company to seize relics belonging to Hermaeus Mora from their hiding places in Tamriel. Elite vampire mercenaries commonly employed by Telvanni mages. I expected the cultists. The Dusksabers were an unwelcome surprise.
What were they looking for?
Glyphics. Think of them as crystallized memories. Condensations of notional... I explain too much. I managed to protect Mora's glyphics, with some help. But our adversaries once again move against us.
Who are you again?
I am Laramil, sometimes called the Wise, although that is not a sobriquet I care for. I seek to comprehend the emergent truths elicited by the... never mind that. I am a scholar. A century ago, I struck a bargain with Hermaeus Mora.
You should have just led with that.
I do not worship him, if that is your question. The Prince of Knowledge is an ally and patron. Mora provides me with access to rare and esoteric lore. In return, I undertake various tasks for him. A mutually beneficial arrangement.
Oh, hi, you're back. Do you want to hear the journey just went on? Yeah, what happened? Do you want to know the journey that Jake and Egret are going on? That person's account name is Too Many Tunes. That's funny. They're funny. Yeah, Jake is going to be an Olympic athlete. Okay. Oh, right, I have the Resto staff equipped. Right, okay. That's done. What else do we need to unlock? Battle Axe? Yeah, let's do that. An Olympic athlete. I was gonna say athlete. Okay. Dagger. I don't have another dagger? Oh, man. This should unlock dual wield. Oh, it wants me to go way down there. I am not pointed in that direction. Let's go down here and get that discovered. Cool. And then let's get back to the road. So this is one of the new areas. We correctly selected the desired starting zone. We've not set an active mount. Oh, I've got plenty. Oh, actually, we can break stuff now. You don't need all these things. But to free up our inventory and gain a bunch of inspiration, which is the experience line specific to crafting. Oh my god, I grabbed so many things. Okay, so that's a waste shrine. We already have that unlocked. That's a crafting station for an overland crafting set. I need to unlock that on my main character and get it attuned. The I went on was finally logging into my bank account after 3 months because I forgot my passwords. I'm just looking for my transaction.
Like a capable forager. I need some help. Can we talk?
Shut up. Shut up, random. I want a quest. You forgot to use your card, or you forgot you use your card so much.
You show the dead more respect than the living. Leave my offerings to me and get your dung-smelling incense out of my face.
I can't believe she just threw me out. What am I going to do?
Oh no, you'll figure it out. Okay.
Fortune favor you, my friend.
Okay, so we'll open the Ouroboros Crown Crate. At this rate, I have everything that's good in there, so we'll take the consumables from here. Those can still be used on this character. At least now I won't be terrified. I think I'm trying to pay for something and I won't have money.
Once more, my
Okay,
friend.
we got an experience scroll.
May luck follow
We'll go ahead and pop that now. Let's destroy the things we don't need.
Welcomes you back.
So we don't need those. We don't need those. We don't need that. Actually, we don't need that either.
Goodbye, my friend.
Because we've got plenty. We're going to call our banker out. And use them. Let's slot these. They're going to be super helpful. Okay. Consumables, what do we have here? So these are going to be shortcuts to leveling up your mount. We're good, definitely going to want those. And we got a bunch of experience scrolls I already saw up there. Yeah, we'll take them all. And we'll just keep riding XP gain. Because we've got so many. Will we want to deposit those? Solitary Dolphin, welcome in. How you doing? We're doing the new expansion with a new class, new character. What other shows online tonight? How are you doing? You beat Tears of the Kingdom, congratulations! I haven't even taken on my first dungeon yet. So, that's where I'm at. So after you've beaten it, what are your thoughts? That's going to demolish me, actually. I don't want to fight that on this character. Salt Strider. We'll go get a skill shard. Every 3 we touch will give us 1 skill point. Go ahead and pick that up here. Take your time. 11 to 10 game. Nice. Yeah, I'm trying to do like different shrines and stuff off stream and just saving the main storyline stuff for when I stream. I posted a I posted a TikTok today, not long ago actually, and Instagram and YouTube short of one of my building endeavors in one of the shrines that was off stream. It took like 30-45 minutes and a lot of sad head shakes from my wife before I finally crossed this chasm that they wanted me to just slingshot across. But I started off not accidentally. I started off mischievously maybe. Sneaking a bridge across a spot that I wasn't supposed to. So then at that point I was like, oh well, I have to use all the things that I was able to acquire in this shrine to cross this gap. And I did. So there's a TikTok about it. And it was funny. My wife is very unhappy. Boxy Blue said he approves of my hijinks. And really that's as good a praise as I can expect. So how would you say it stands against Breath of the Wild? Is that a conversation that can be had? Are they just... Can they not be... Or should they not be compared? There's no supposed to in Tears of the Kingdom, however you solve anything as a correct answer. That's what I said! But she was all, you're supposed to do this. Oh my god, you're still doing that? Oh my... And then, you know... I told her I expect a full apology, a written apology, as I completed this shrine in the way I was not intended to. It's an improvement in nearly every regard. Nice. Where did you say it doesn't improve? Makes you feel like buying Breath of the Wild ripped you off? Wow. Wow. Can't say without spoiling? Okay. Fair enough. Ooh, are we gonna see Hermaeus Mora?
Step forth, know that you stand in the presence of Hermaeus
Yes.
Mora. We must converse.
Yes.
Laramil has done well, and brought fate's chosen into my unrelenting gaze. All other outcomes are now excluded. From this moment, fate's ever-branching tree begins to grow again. And with it, new possibilities emerge.
What's this all about?
It concerns beginnings and endings, secrets too dangerous to reveal, and the stability of the threads of fate. Hidden rivals threaten my realm, and thereby threaten all of reality. If they succeed, fate will unravel and doom both our worlds.
Lurimo calls you the one who knows. How can your rivals hide from you?
I am the golden eye of fate, and the keeper of whispers. Knowledge and memory are my domains. How this threat eludes me, I do not know. But you are the key to preserving Apocrypha. I have foreseen it, and in doing so, you shall save the mortal realm.
How can I save Apocrypha and Nern?
Let Laramil as she can perceive the threads of fate without undue mental anguish. They converge in 3 locations, places of revelation. Meet her in the Necrom bindery, in the mortal city of the same name. Now, let us seal our covenant. The 3 glyphics before you contain the concepts necessary to create a contract to bind us. I submit to this as a promise of cooperation. You may serve as my proxy without fear of harming your own interests. Now, take the glyphics, combine them.
Tell me more about Apocrypha and its connection to Nirn.
Do you know so little, mortal? Apocrypha is my domain, a plane of oblivion I have shaped to my needs. And this plane, the mortal realm, some refer to it as Nirn. As for the connection, just know that if Apocrypha falls, Nirn will cease to exist.
And what exactly are you?
The scholars and mystics of your world call me a Daedric prince. What you see is only an aspect of my true self, for the mortal mind cannot contain the whole of me. This form suffices. Your mind must remain intact for you to be of use to fate.
What do you know about the enemy that threatens Apocrypha?
Precious little. They are shadows that vanish under my scrutiny. Obscure figures that somehow hide from my gaze. It is disconcerting. Never have I been so blind.
Then how do you know that there's a threat against Apocrypha and Nirn?
Every possible fate unfolds before me. They all lead to an event I thought erased from chance eons ago. If this course isn't altered, Apocrypha falls, reality unravels, and Nirn is destroyed. This enemy eludes me, but you are my secret advantage.
If you can't determine who they are, how can I?
That is the reason fate chose you. Your instinctual ability to succeed no matter the obstacles placed before you, no matter the odds. Follow the threads I selected for Lyramil. See where they lead. That is the key to saving both our realms.
I'm not sure I want to sign a contract.
It is for your peace of mind, mortal. I offer to bind myself, to give you the power to constrain my actions, so that you may trust me. The contract also marks you as my proxy. That could prove beneficial in some places you must travel.
Cool.
Fate takes many paths, mortal. Find Lyramil in Necrom, and choose wisely.
Got work in the morning. Alright, dude. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for resubbing for 35 months. Sheesh. I appreciate you, man. You have a good one. See you next time. Hermaeus Mora is by far my favorite Daedric prince. Yeah, I'd say one of the top 3 for sure for me. I feel like if I never played Oblivion, I would not like Sheogorath so much. I think the voice acting alone for Sheogorath in Oblivion was so fun. It was so fun. So So yeah, I mean, I know it's a popular choice, right? But yeah, I like Sheo as well. I like Nocturne. Big fan of godlike beings whose whole deal is knowledge. I mean, I'm a sucker for Cthulhu-esque mythos across, you know, media. So, Hermaeus Mora is a shoo-in for me. Okay. What was I wanting to do just now? Right, I wanted to actually put some skills on my skill bar because they didn't walk you through that part in the intro. It's interesting. Okay, so we got 3 skill points. We can pick up one of each of these. So we'll start with Rune Blades. So, cost turn by highest max resource. Interesting. Craft series of apocryphal runes before launching them at a foe. Okay, so that's a Hadoken. Generating Crux. Soldier of Apocrypha will unlock Runic Jolt. Craft defense of Apocryphal Rune. Okay, so that's like a damaging ward. Rune also taunts. Oh. I can... So... Wow. So then this might actually be a decent tanking class. Rune Mend. And that's a heal. Okay, so we've got a damaging spell, we've got a damaging ward that taunts, and we've got a heal. This is... I found that with Warden and with Necro and now with Arcanist, they're very universal. They're very universal as far as roles they can play, which is always a thing in Elder Scrolls, right? I mean, you could build into whatever and play whatever role you want, but the classes themselves seem, in the expansions at least, the classes that come with them seem very self-sustaining. Partially gaining to bargaining gods and beings who like to deal with mortals. Yeah. One of my favorite characters was in 3rd edition, or the D20 Dungeons and Dragons, was a blue, which is a goblin with psionic abilities. Bargainer, I think the class was. So there were so many different source books in 3rd edition D&D. But the Bargainer was a class where, like, basically your whole deal is that you have this patron devil, right? And you can barter with, like, other characters to sell pieces of their souls to your patron, and you'll, like, reap a percentage, kind of, in a way, you know? You work on commission for a devil. And, you know, they'd get their stat bonuses or whatever at cost of whatever the cost was, and then you'd, you know, get experience and that sort of thing. So that was one of my favorite D&D characters. It's a psionic goblin that went around hooking up the party, but trading their souls piecemeal to my boss to further our own agendas. It was such a blast. Alright, so we need to head back there. We'll pay the fee. And we'll go to the stables and start our first daily leveling of our mount. So you have 3 choices. You can improve inventory space, basically. Speed of the mount. Or stamina, so like how much you can dash. And I think once every 20 hours you can spend gold and level it up 1 pip out of 60. You know, each of those has a 60-point track. So we're gonna do that and start our 180-day journey into maxing out our mount. It's a very archaic, very slow system to do that, but there are shortcuts. But we gotta get started. Forbidden knowledge. Alright, so there's the stable master. View stable. I want to do training. Riding skill stats will not be applied until you have acquired and activate at least one mount. Okay, so I've got them. Wheel. What do I want to use? Got so many mounts. Which one looks like it might fit the most for this character? Nightmare Ascension? No, not really. War Steed. I like Gwars. I like turtles. We got some camels. Maybe Wild Hunt? Yeah, maybe Wild Hunt since we're a Wood Elf. Alright, now I have a mount, I promise. Can I do training? Yes, I can. I just don't have gold. Let me swap to my banker. I promise I got money. We'll take out 2 million. Okay. We'll start off leveling up speed. Oh, they lowered it! Holy shit! It used to be like once every 20 hours, now it's once every 7 hours. Wow, it's still unnecessarily slow. But that's an improvement, I guess? So we also have these consumables we got from the loot crate system, basically. We'll go ahead and consume those. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Great. Top off on the meal to increase our stats. Our XP scroll is still active, so we're good to go. City of being God. With godlike powers, he uses those to be knowledgeable in order to trick and deceive rather than brute force. Yeah, agree. We have access to these mounts. Bay Dun Horse, Brown Paint Horse, Midnight Steed. Were those in my list? No. Well, I'll take all your horses, good sir. Boop. 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 Yeah, let's access that away shrine by running close enough to it. So that'll be a fast travel location that's unlocked. There we go. And then let's go to the quest marker, which is... through here. Is it back here or the other way? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, are these the crafting boards? No, guess not. Oh my god. It was the other way, wasn't it? the same way I went. I'm going in circles. There we go.
Welcome to my safe house, Proxy. Meeting Hermaeus Mora represents a rare honor. The one who knows materializes in a delimited projection. He chooses to manifest before few mortals. The threads upon which reality dangles are precarious indeed. What did Mora impart to you?
Hermaeus Mora said you would guide me.
And so I shall. The one who knows.
Avery, how are you doing, friend? Welcome in.
Area. Investigate each, and he believes we can expose the conspirators moving against Apocrypha. We may even stop them before the ultimate threat takes shape.
What do I need to do at these 3 locations?
I do not know. I was only presented with what was required to bring you to the right place at the right moment. You must determine why fate needs you in each location, then take the appropriate action.
You know where and when, but not what I need to do?
Many possible futures branch from every mortal choice. If we know the consequences of our choices, it changes the outcome. Therefore, Hermaeus Mora tells us only what he must. As fate's chosen, the rest is up to you.
Very well, where do I need to go?
The threads of fate lead to 3 locations in this region. The necropolis of Necrom, the old tower of Telrendis, and the town of Alavelis. I shall open a portal to each, investigate them, and return here to the Necrom bindery when you are done.
Not great overall. I'm sorry, Avery. Is there anything that we can do to help? I think last I spoke to you, you were wheeling and dealing on the CSGO market. I hope that's been treating you well, at least. Some more of the locations we need to visit.
A reasonable and prudent request. I shall provide what details I can, but I know little more than you do. Local history and politics are not my usual area of study. Which location would you like to know more about?
Tell me about Necrom Necropolis.
Necrom serves as a center for the ancient Dunmer practice of ancestor worship, a strange custom. The monks of the necropolis, called the Keepers of the Dead, tend the catacombs beneath the city. They guide the faithful in venerating their forebears.
Tell me about Telrendis.
Telrendis is one of the many mushroom towers that dot this land. They usually serve as domiciles of Telvanni wizards who wield formidable magic. But this tower is abandoned. Interesting. Fate dictates that when you go there, I shall accompany you.
Tell me about Alavelis.
Alavelis is a minor settlement whose only claim to fame is its malachite quarry, a glass mine, as the Dunmer refer to it. That thread of fate vibrates with particular intensity. What you shall find there, I cannot say, but I urge caution, Proxy.
What is this place?
An old bookbinder's shop, our temporary base of operations in this region. I secured it so we could travel to and from Apocrypha without causing undue panic. I doubt Necrom's authorities would approve of portals to an Oblivion realm in their city.
Tell me about the portals.
In addition to the 3 to take you to the locations you must investigate, I summoned 2 gateways to Apocrypha. One leads to the Endless Library, a place of books as numberless as the stars. The other to Chroma Incognito, where lost fates linger.
Am I supposed to go to Apocrypha now?
Only if you desire to do so. The threads of fate Hermaeus Mora asks you to investigate begin here in the Telvanni Peninsula. Where they shall lead us, I cannot say. But with the threat directed at Apocrypha, I thought quick access was prudent. Your choice must be your own, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora was clear about that. There. 3 paths are now arrayed before you. Which will you pick?
Went down for a bit, but it's been bouncing up again. What's the CS2? When's that supposed to hit? I thought it was supposed to be live already. We'll just go in order, I suppose.
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gadain, make sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right.
Okay, so this little emblem over their head means that that's the main storyline for this zone. Let me get my banker out of the way, because he's just walking back and forth and it's weird.
Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before, but if the rumors about illness are true, plague isn't something to be treated lightly. When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, my fellow keepers of the dead were plagued with a strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back inside since. The prelate said the abbot ordered the closure, but...
Sounds like you don't trust the prelate.
Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't our usual prelate. Never even heard of him. If you can help, I can make sure you're compensated, I think.
Forum? Never heard of him. I barely know him. It's never a release date, supposedly within the week, because they marked all reports of the bug bounty exploit bounty program for CSGO obsolete as 6.14. Okay. I hope that gets rolling. That should be exciting for you. I can look into Prelate Farm for you.
Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbor, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by.
Tell me more about the necropolis.
This is the necropolis of Necrom, perhaps the largest and oldest necropolis in all of Morrowind. For thousands of years, families have interred their revered ancestors in these catacombs. It's my honor to serve as one of the keepers of the dead. Yes, we're a monastic order. We keep the crypts in good repair. We help families make funerary arrangements. And we guide those pilgrims who come to visit their ancestors. We never turned anyone away. Until now.
You said you were away when the other keepers got sick.
I was with Abbot Ilvel when Prelate Forum arrived. I was barely introduced when the abbot sent me to get tea from the market. I'm worried about the abbot. He's always been kind to me. He and the monks raised me after... Well, I had no other family.
Realistically, like in a month. Also made a Roblox face recently and applied to have it added to the game, which can be a bit of money, but I doubt it'll be accepted. What do you mean? So you can make like skins for characters and just sell them on a marketplace? Okay. Should I ask why you doubt it'll be accepted? I ask in that way because I don't think you're going to say this. But I mean, I guess a possibility is like, I don't know if they'll accept it because it's just like a series of dicks, one on top of the other. You know, that's a possibility, but figured I'd ask. Only 10% or so of the people who apply get accepted. Yeah, that makes sense. That's actually higher than I would imagine for something like Roblox. I'm sure loads and loads and loads of people submit stuff to try to sell it. But I'm sure that's also just a number off the top of the head, right? Some more about the illness affecting the Keepers of the Dead.
I haven't seen it firsthand. Prelate Forum says the monks are delirious with fever. Now I'm stuck out here, turning pilgrims away, while everyone else is quarantined inside.
You think Prelate Forum is responsible?
I think he brought this sickness to the necropolis, yes. Perhaps he picked it up on the voyage to Necrom, although neither he nor his aides appear sick. Wish I could ask Abbot Ilvel about it, but Prelate Forum won't let me inside to see him.
If the Keepers are sick, isn't it prudent to close the necropolis?
Maybe. But if it isn't spreading to the Prelate or his aides, is it really that dangerous? I have no idea.
Speaking of fate, anything happened here recently that could be connected to Hermaeus Mora?
The Lord of Secrets? I hope not.
Asking for a friend.
I suppose Hermaeus Mora isn't bad as far as Daedric princes go. He's not part of the House of Troubles, after all. But trafficking with any Daedra is dangerous business. Everyone knows that.
Wow, that message got held for straight. Oh, okay. Okay. I see why. Roblox is super LGBTQ friendly though, and have had a pride item since 13 or 14. Gotten greedy. A lot of items that are questionable and quite a lot of items get removed after being uploaded to the shop, like the street pride pin that was renamed the norm. Wow. Yeah, I see why that was held by the by the auto mod. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate and horrible. Whoop, I don't want to steal. I mean, I maybe don't want to steal. Let's see if there's anything good. No. Okay, I don't want to steal. Okay, so investigate. Where's the port master? Over there? Let's see what that's about.
Where's that layabout Brandus? Absent again? Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea.
Passengers from the Stormwing may have brought a plague to Necrom.
Plague? That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have?
The necropolis has been closed because the monks there have fallen ill.
Look, illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city.
If you let me investigate the Stormwing, I can find the proof we need.
Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus or more substantial proof, I can't help you.
Okay, so we don't have the Persuade option. As far as Speechcraft goes, basically, there's Persuade and there's Intimidate. Persuade is unlocked through the Mages Guild skill line, and Intimidate in the Fighters Guild skill line. Obviously, I don't have those unlocked, so Persuade is not available to me. So that just means, basically, the quests are a little longer than they would be otherwise. I'll go find Port Agent Randus.
Port Agent Randus likes to fish at a little cove south of the city, even when he's supposed to be working. Tell him to get his arse back here, and I'll let you look around the Stormwing. Just be careful. The wildlife along the coast can be dangerous.
Okay, so down there is where I need to go. Only a $9 Roblox at my inventory, so over 200 worth of Roblox and 19k still pending. Oh my god. You're gonna be a real estate, or not a real estate, you're gonna be like a stockbroker. One day. It's all starting here. So funny. I support you. Oops. Should have gone up here. Or I guess it doesn't matter really. I like these lanterns. I hope that's a furnishing item that we can get a recipe to and craft. What would be the best way? I don't have the hit points to make this jump. Let's see if I can do the Bethesda wall climb or wall coast. No. Nothing to really grab purchase of there. Realistically make 20k plus once CS releases. That is wild. I'm gonna buy myself a van, buy some rid everything inside.
Should have stayed in bed.
That is so cool. Like, I swear, like all this wheeling and dealing and all, and like one of these days you might have enough stuff for a book, or like a with a movie adaptation one day.
I usually have this spot all to myself. Well, you can have it today, stranger. I don't feel up to fishing. Good luck to you. I'm going back to bed.
Lord Master Elaine sent me to find you.
Did she? Not the first time the portmaster sent someone to fetch me. But you can tell her I won't be much help today. I fell ill after inspecting the Stormwing when it arrived in the port the other day.
You think something on the Stormwind made you sick?
Now that you mention it, the air in the lower holds smelled unhealthy. And the passengers kind of gave me a bad feeling, though I can't rightly say why. Look, tell the portmaster I'm sick and can't work today. For once, that's the truth.
I'll tell the portmaster. I'm serious. I mean, you've been very clever with your the stuff you've been flipping. And the that RV idea sounds fun. Sounds fun. I mean, there was the story a number of years ago, like there's a person who started with a paperclip and like traded their way up to like a house or something. You know what I'm talking about? One red paperclip. There we go. In case you're unfamiliar with it. It's almost, I mean, that's kind of sort of the way I see this going. Can move out not to pay rent, so it'd be great, especially if I try around with my poker blog, making money from that. I'm telling you, it's a book. You don't know it just yet. But I mean, you are working your way towards an autobiography and or movie. Oh wait, this is not where I was supposed to go. Gotta turn around. That's the Necropolis. I want to go to the Portmaster. Should I go to the park and get a duck? Are you hungry or what? To what end?
You again, and without that good-for-nothing lazy Randus in tow. I told you before, I don't have any time to waste on nonsense today.
I found Port Agent Randus where you said, but he was really sick.
Well enough to go fishing, but too sick to work. A likely story. I should drop everything and go catch him in his lie. Then I'd have a reason to dismiss him and hire a competent assistant.
He went home. He's really sick. Now about the Stormwing.
First you shout plague. Then I hear that several of the dock workers who unloaded the Stormwing took ill. Now Randus. All right, go investigate the Stormwing. If you find anything incriminating, I want to hear about it.
Just heard the ducks at the park are free and you can just go take one. Oh goodness. Free if you don't get caught, just like everything else.
What's going on with the Stormwing? Nobody wants to go near.
There's gonna be so much incriminating evidence against Jake in like any given VOD. And also me. My fellow kindred, as the supreme plague master of our glorious... Well, I mean, this is pretty incriminating here, isn't it? My fellow kindred, as the supreme plague master of our glorious order, I command you to follow these instructions to the letter. Bring the pestilential lords and implements to Firewatch and meet me at the harbor. We will complete our journey to Necrom aboard the merchant ship Stormwing. Make sure the vials containing the holy miasma of disease are sealed tight. It is important that Periite's breath remains undiluted until we share it with the Necropolis' misguided monks. I have the robes and cowls you will need in Necrom. I shall pose as a temple prelate, and you will be my attendants. Soon we can search the Necropolis unhindered and find what we seek. The glory of Periite and the hidden kindred. Light Crown. Well, that's, I feel like I should have a mask when I'm in here, on account of the greenish yellow glow and the dead people and the skeevers. Alright, our first spell. Oh, that's cool looking. Kind of feel like Spawn. I'm under the impression it is legal to take a duck off. Officer, I didn't know. I didn't know. All right. That's the heal. Okay. We got a period idol. Well, that looks promising. "22 days ago, departed Vivek City on the morning tide, bound for Sage of Mora. A fine morning to set sail. 18 days ago, made port at Sage of Mora and took on a cargo of muck sponge. 15 days ago, took on passengers at Firewatch. Prelate Farum and his aides, who observe a vow of silence. Strange group, all with scars that indicate they suffered some pox or other in the past. I've never met anyone from the temple like them before. And they had a lot of cargo. Crates that smelled like something died inside them. They better not stink up the hold. 11 days ago, rounded the north cape of the Telvanni Peninsula in rough seas. Half the crew was too sick to work today. The prelate and his aides kept to the lower decks. They even found a few of them down in the hold. 4 days ago, 3 days out of Necrom, the crew was complaining about skeevers. There must be some sort of infestation in the hold. Probably something to do with those crates the prelate brought aboard. I'm going to take a look, then I'll lock it up until we reach Necrom. I'm sure that's just part of sailing. That's the engine, right? So this is a new house, it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. Emissary's Enclave. Oh, it's a pretty sizable house. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so I wasn't sure if we would be able to we'd be able to like depart the house that way. No.
Meow 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 meow.
You depart the mortal coil that way. Phoenix Firestar, thank you for playing Meow 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 for 100 bits. How are you doing? The colors of this house, I dig it. I dig it. I feel like it would probably get old. Another balcony. Cool. Okay, how is that acquired? So this is going to be a house that you can get if you do enough quests in this zone, and then you could drop 1.3 mil on it. Or you could just buy it outright for 7,000 crowns. We're not going to do that. It's okay. It's okay. Doing alright, how are you? Doing okay. I've been wanting to hop into this new expansion that launched last week. Finally getting a chance to do so now. So far it's pretty cool. If you like Cthulhu, then it's worth checking out, I suppose. House shopping again? I have so many houses in this game. So many houses. I mean, lots of houses. I'll get this one eventually with gold whenever I do all the quests.
You're back. I was worried if I have to turn away one more family. Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the necropolis?
Prelate Forum is an imposter. He's the leader of the hidden kindred cult and a follower of Periite.
An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Periite want in the necropolis?
Imagine someone named their...
Isn't very
It's not. It isn't. Imagine someone named their character with Blightcrown in the name, and they're like, "Oh, this dude just shat on my name." The note doesn't say, but it does indicate they want to search the necropolis for something.
All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Periite cultists loose inside, Abbot Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the necropolis. But how? The
You
main
must know
door is locked.
Oh, sorry. You must know another way to get into the necropolis.
I don't. Wait. When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there. The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Periite's cult rummage through the catacombs.
I can't see cellar door without thinking of Donnie Darko. What can you tell me about Periite?
Not a terrible lot. I'm not an expert on Daedric studies or anything. I know he's the Daedric Prince of Pestilence, the Blighted Lord, the Master of Tasks. Some believe he isn't a very important prince, but people get sick all the time.
People worship a god disease?
People worship all sorts of things. Periite's followers see disease as a blessing. They revel in suffering and spreading plagues. Blightcrown's attendants have pox scars. I should have suspected something when I first met them.
You seem very worried about the abbot.
I was orphaned at a young age. No other family. Abbot Ilvel took me in and raised me. He's the father I never had. A kind and devout servant of the necropolis. But maybe too trusting. It never occurred to him to question Blightcrown's story.
Blightcrown, as the prelate, said the necropolis was closed by order of the abbot.
I only have Blightcrown's word about that. I'm not even sure if the abbot and the keepers are really sick. When I returned, the place was already locked tight, and I was ordered to stay at the door and turn pilgrims away.
What about the city guard? Can they help?
As Prelate Forum, Blightcrown has the authority of the temple. The Necrom Guard would never make a move against a temple prelate or the orders of the abbot. No. We need to get inside and find the abbot ourselves, before it's too late.
Just as I asked the authorities if I could take home a duck, and it also says I shouldn't sleep with the duck in the bed with me. Was that like...
I'll meet you in the underways.
Just a part 2 that was shuffled in there? Did you ask other questions, Jake, that led to that? Ask other questions led to that. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We should leave that there. Alright, so... I don't want to steal from these unless I see something like this. Yeah, so we're gonna take these crafting recipes. Oh, hell yeah. So whenever a new expansion launches, the crafting recipes are... the furnishing recipes are super overpriced. That green recipe apparently is being sold for 20 grand, which is ridiculously high. So we're gonna steal it.
Over here, friend. A rarely used trapdoor.
Kind of busy at the moment. I am. You gonna tell me? Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's always good whenever there's a new expansion. During the first month, particularly, to check out all the consumables that, or all the pots and urns in the new zone. You can make a good chunk of money that way. Now, because these are stolen items, I'm gonna have to go to a Thieves Guild and launder them before I can sell them. Oh, that is 200,000. 85,000 gold to 200,000? Yeah, I'll take that. So I wouldn't be surprised, considering the concentration of urns here, if people just use this as something that they check numerous times a day. Yeah, so already we can make 100,000 gold easily just from selling furnishing recipes I found in this room. Just because it's a new zone and crafters want those new recipes. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I see more people pop in and do the same exact thing I'm doing. Problem is I haven't been paying attention to where I'm going. So, yeah, see that person right there doing the same thing. So I don't know when I made the circuit. If I were taking everything, then it'd be easier to know. Back from lurking. Welcome back, Amlove. How has your life been the last 2 hours? Yeah, so this was highly profitable. Great, okay. Now where am I supposed to go? Won 2 Fortnite matches? Oh, I haven't played Fortnite with you in ages. We should amend that. I've been playing a bit of Fortnite lately. So excited not have work tomorrow? Hell yeah! Being how hard you want to look for your melatonin? Yeah, I'm probably gonna... Actually, I'm gonna take some right now. That's a good idea. so I can ensure that I get some sleep before I gotta bring kiddo in the morning. Man, I wish there was an NPC that would let us like launder items on the go.
The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs.
Okay, so this is a very new item, selling on average from 21 to 27,000. Or lately. But the one that was really nice is this one. It's a cabinet. This probably isn't super nice looking, it's just new. Actually, that's not bad. Those are the crafting recipes we picked up. Look famously scheduled in the next few weeks. Need to leave my place at 6 a.m. for the new job. Yeah. What all is going on with the new job? So these are not going to be stolen items. So we don't have to launder these. In 2 weeks, and that'll be nice. It's awesome. I'm glad you got something you're looking forward to. Has what is Bay doing?
To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall.
Man, you're gonna have to wait, I'm looting. I can't believe we haven't gotten a skill gain from bookshelves yet. Trying to become a YouTube superstar. He teaches, schools out. Okay. Gotcha. I know he did the like announcing stuff, but I thought that was more hobby, you know. Well, cool. YouTube superstar. Yeah, that's awesome. Sometimes there's a little bug that you can't about being unable to loot something on the ground. You can just dodge roll and bypass that. Key shelf west. Got it. There's so many urns here.
Those sensors, whatever they're emitting, reeks. Destroy the sensors. They're sickening these keepers.
Oh no, Amlov, you're out of balls.
I don't know anything about a fulcrum. Please.
Gideon, Abbot Ilvel is in danger. Prelate Farum put one of those foul sensors in his chamber.
You don't catch it, you're gonna be salty. Did you get your Master Ball in Pokemon Go?
Many questions. Please help the others.
I didn't put the past 2 Pokemon Community Day events on my Google Calendar, so I missed both of them. I'm a bit salty about that. So, Fennekin Community Day I missed, and Axew Community Day I missed.
I know nothing of Prior Durdrin's tomb. Leave me be.
That's all of them. Let's go check on Abbot Ilvel.
Actually uninstalled because they raised the price of remote raid pass and less than 9% of playtime. Yeah. I feel that. A lot of people got really pissed off about that. And for good reason. So many fucking urns, and I cannot pry myself away from them because there's potentially millions of gold to be had for the next couple weeks if I get the right recipes. I actually use the app more when outside. My cat to most players literally doing race friends in the United States. Yeah. Yeah. I use the what was it, Poke Genie, to just hook up with randos throughout the world and do raids. So okay, what do I get for this? I gotta pick one of these. Give me the biggest upgrade. Okay, only upgrade. I really like the aesthetics of these spells. It actually kind of seems Mortal Kombat-y with the visuals and the audio. Should have left that in the box. It looks like it levels to wherever I am when I open it. Unfortunate. Okay. We can spend a skill point here. Beam of restorative energy, interesting. But I want some more damage, probably. Summon a shield. It's another attacking shield. Beam of energy that scars the world in front of you. Well, I mean, fuck me, I gotta take that, right? Bait carver. Do I need to target? No, I just... What? It's a channel? Oh my goodness. I'm about to have my Elden Ring character for long. Holy shit. That's super cool. This class is gonna be busted. Oh my god, and it's not just single target. Oh, okay, okay. It's on a timer, it's not just burning up your magicka. Alright. That's a little... not as awesome, but still. You just spin like Vel'Koz in League of Legends. Oh, I like that a lot. Tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty. What's that nerfing? You want a popsicle? What are your options? What are your options and what's the temperature? Italian ice flavors, 74. Yeah, sure. Lemon. How about lemon? What do we feel about lemon? I had lemon earlier. Cherry.
We need to get...
Oh, Milo. Keep the censers burning to infuse the chapel with Periite's blessed breath, but use care. Do not exhaust our supply before we find what we seek. Question the keeper stricken by our prince's favor. Where is the relic? Where is Prior Durdren's tomb? What other secrets hide in the catacombs? In their fever, they should reveal what we need to find the relic. Abbot Ilval may know more about these topics than the other keepers of the dead. Move him to his chambers, and I will question him personally. Light Crown.
Light Crown is with the abbot? His chambers are to the north when we're done here.
Oh man, that's super fun! Whoa! Man.
The Abbot! Destroy that foul censer, friend.
No, brother, stop. Fulcrum Obscura.
How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis? Why go to all the trouble?
It's part of a plot to attack Hermaeus Mora. I was told that fate sent me here to stop it.
Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too?
The jig is up! No, I agreed to help because the threat to Hermaeus Mora also endangers Nirn.
Endangers Nirn? I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry.
What kind of relic would be in Prior Durgeon's tomb?
Prior Durdren founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the Prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivek. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend. Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay with Abbot Ilvel. Do what I can until he recovers. Just be careful.
He does, Palm Top. I wasn't sure if anyone else was seeing that too. I hope you're well. What else can you tell me about Prior Durgeon and his tomb?
Prior Durdren established the Keepers of the Dead as a religious order and built this abbey over the ancient necropolis. He lived and died here centuries ago.
Do you know anything about the relic, the Fulcrum Obscura?
I don't remember that coming up in any of the abbot's lectures. But Prior Durdren possessed many talents. Legend has it he could command powerful Daedra and resist their lures. And he was given some sort of charge by Lord Vivek personally.
And where will I find Prior Durgeon's tomb?
I only visited it once, with Abbot Ilvel when I was very young. It's somewhere in the lower catacombs, at the very deepest point in the necropolis. Remember, Blightcrown brought the hidden kindred with him. You might have to fight to get
I hate that I'm reading Durdren, and my head is like, don't say Fred Durst. Don't say Durst. I'm gonna hit one of these lines and be like, yeah! Weirdly busy here, though. Haven't been on the computer much the past couple weeks. Busy can be good. Our Abbot Ilvel and the other keeper is going to be alright.
The ancestors watch over us. I have faith that in moments of need, my prayers will be answered. Although it certainly helps that the sensors were destroyed and that foul miasma is dissipating. I'll do what I can while you deal with the imposter. Since the founding of Morrowind, Dark Elves have interred their dead in necropolises. Necrom is one of the oldest, maybe the oldest. Here, our people can visit their revered ancestors, seek their guidance, remind them they haven't been forgotten.
Are there many relics in the catacombs?
It depends what you mean by relic. Many families choose to honor their dead by entombing them with trophies or keepsakes. Some of those might be valuable, or dangerous. But no Dark Elf would think of stealing from their ancestors. The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdren's tomb is deep inside.
Oh man. So many urns. So many urns. It's funny how we had that bit about, like, Dark Elves would not think of stealing from the dead. And I'm like, oh, they stuck a tea recipe in this urn? Yoink! I only have unlocked like 4 skills so far, but I'm really digging this class. First I had kittens, 3 of them, assume health, day 1 mistakes, day 6 LDAs. It's fun. Oh wow. Yeah, super busy then.
Keep looking. Like crowns and mounds, we find the rest.
They've got... There's this... at least one... skunk around here that just keeps, like, if I'll be outside, like, on the porch smoking late at night, like, I'll see the skunk, like, waddle into the yard and then be like, what? And try to waddle out and forget how it got in. So just kind of watch it lumber around the yard. Like, you got this, bud. I think I posted a video on Discord. It's funny. That's one of the things I'm going to miss about this house is just any given day. Like today I was sitting down eating, looking out the back window, and I see a deer like just snooping around the backyard on the other side of the fence. Found a raccoon living in the old trash garage. Ha! Yeah. Yeah, he's like that raccoon. Like, unbothered. It's past midnight. I'm gonna have to stop right here, aren't I? I'm gonna try to be responsible, and by that I mean like I'm gonna read us out and then lie down and watch Netflix. Be kind to yourselves and others. Have a great weekend. Have a good start to tomorrow. Have a good one.